आरबीआई के गवर्नर इस वक्त प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं, सीधे आपको ले चलते हैं।
I would now like to provide an assessment of the current macroeconomic situation, both global and domestic. By all counts, the macroeconomic and financial conditions are austere. The global economy is inexorably headed into recession. The global manufacturing PMI contracted to an 11-year low in April 2020. The global services PMI recorded its steepest decline in the history of the index. Among advanced economies that have released GDP readings for Q1 of 2020, contractions were in the range of 3.4% to 14.2%. For emerging market economies, the growth rate ranged between 2.9% and minus 6.8%. EMEs face additional pressures in the form of capital outflows and asset price volatility from the bouts of turbulence afflicting financial markets. The plunge in crude prices has dried up budgetary revenues for oil exporters. On the other hand, oil importers have been denied terms of trade gains by the crushing blow to demand delivered by the pandemic. According to the UNCTAD, the value of global trade contracted by 3% in Q1. The volume of world trade can shrink by 13 to 32% in the current year as projected by the WTO. Global financial markets have calmed after a turbulent period in March and volatility has ebbed, but markets have generally been disconnected from the developments in the real economy. Relatively unsung, global policy response by central banks and governments has been unprecedented. Let me now turn to the domestic developments. Domestic economic activity has been impacted severely by the 2 months lockdown. The top 6 industrialized states in India that account for 60% of our industrial output are largely in the red and orange zones. High frequency indicators point to a collapse in demand beginning in March 2020 across both urban and rural segments. Electricity and petroleum consumption, which are indicators of day-to-day demand, have plunged into steep declines. The double whammy in terms of losses of both demand and production has in turn taken its toll on fiscal revenues. Investment demand has virtually been halted by a decline of 36%.
को आप सुन रहे थे, बड़ा ऐलान यहां पर हुआ है। ईएमआई को लेकर आरबीआई ने बड़ा फैसला किया है। रिजर्व बैंक ने रेपो रेट में कटौती की है। इस वक्त की ये बड़ी खबर, ब्रेकिंग न्यूज, सस्ते होंगे होम और ऑटो लोन। रिवर्स रेपो रेट में फिलहाल कोई बदलाव नहीं किया गया। रेपो रेट 4.4% से घटकर 4% हुआ है। रिवर्स रेपो रेट में कोई बदलाव नहीं। रिजर्व बैंक का बड़ा फैसला ईएमआई को लेकर यहां पर रिवर्स रेपो रेट में कोई बदलाव नहीं किया गया। एक बार फिर हम आपको साफ कर दें, रिवर्स रेपो रेट में कोई बदलाव नहीं किया गया है। रेपो रेट में यहां पर कटौती की गई है, 4.4% से 4% किया गया है और सस्ते होंगे होम और ऑटो लोन। तो ईएमआई को लेकर रिजर्व बैंक ने यहां पर यह बड़ा फैसला किया है। रिवर्स रेपो रेट में कोई बदलाव फिलहाल नहीं किया गया है। आरबीआई का यह बड़ा ऐलान। अनिल कुमार